Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech where, I'm pretty sure we could have done this with the full assault lance. But we're just going to go ahead and move our Cyclops forward a little bit here, although I think I'd rather move the Cyclops to here to reduce some small chance of stray shots. Now we're still in danger of stray shots from the Jenner, but I think overall that's going to be good. I'm going to precision strike this Banshee in the head, because we're going to go for kills.
Firing all weapons.
Ooh. Well, that was the right call.
Hostile removed.
Indeed. So they're now firing on the Locust, and that's the correct choice. That Locust is super weak. There's 4 enemies over there, a Locust, a Griffin. We know that this guy over here is a Zeus. Barely touching the Jenner, as expected. So we know that this guy's a Zeus. This is a 65-tonner missile boat, probably a catapult.
Commander?
Is my guess. Now we can't quite get the Battlemaster into range, so we are just going to sprint forward with the Battlemaster. There we go. Their catapult is going to fire. Actually, no, it's going to sensor lock the Zeus. I don't like that call.
Yes, boss.
I don't think that's a particularly great idea. We don't have multi-target with this Cyclops.
On the move.
Which is slightly unfortunate. But I think we'll fire on the Locust. We'll avoid firing the SRMs so that we don't overheat.
Got it.
Okay, that's a dead Locust.
Hope we can salvage that.
I don't. I don't care about a Locust. Jaeger's gonna step forward. Who is he gonna fire on? The Griffin. Okay, decent armor removal. That Zeus is definitely the threat right now. But the Battlemaster isn't taking too much damage currently. Commander, your window of opportunity for this strike is closing. Move quickly and place the beacons before the Lyrians turn their own artillery on us. Yep, we need to get over here. We're working on it. We are going to get our Jenner up into the position.
Roger, full speed.
That is why we brought the Jenner, after all. Panther is going to fire on the Griffin. Okay. Good armor take off there in that torso. I like it. The Griffin's going to jump into more cover. Actually, that wasn't in cover. Very little damage to the Battlemaster there.
Holding firm.
I feel like the Zeus is the prime target now.
Commander?
So I'm going to step forward slightly like this with the Cyclops so that we can fire the ER mediums. And we're going to precision strike the Zeus. Once again, we're going for the kill in that head. If both ER mediums hit, it dies. Odds are low on that, but we'll give it a go.
For an alpha strike.
Okay. Well, that still hurt him tremendously. Now the Trebuchet is going to fire on him as well. This is looking very solid for us. This guy over here, I believe that's a catapult, is going to fire. Right? Was that a sprint? That was a sprint.
Receiving you.
Okay. I'm going to put the Cyclops up over here. This is not in water. For some reason I was thinking that this was water, but it is not. Maybe we should have the Cyclops over here instead? Yeah, in water.
On my way.
For heat sinking purposes. We're going to go for CT hits here.
Taking the shot.
Okay, that Zeus is very, very hurting. The catapult moves next. Fires on the Zeus. That's exactly who I wanted on. That probably kills him. We didn't hit a single missile in the CT. Okay. And he actually split the fire. That was not a good call. Oh well, it's a knockdown. So that means that we can take the Battlemaster up over here. And almost guaranteed kill the Zeus. And yeah, that is a C4 catapult. We can multi-target this, actually, and I'm going to. We're going to multi-target the lasers at the Zeus and the autocannon at the Griffin.
10-4.
Did not hit that CT. Okay, that's fine. The Griffin has no weapons left. The Jaeger can finish off their Zeus. Perfect. Observer actual, this is fire control, target locked, firing for effect, HE 30 rounds, danger close. Observer actual, this is fire control, shot over, splash in 30. Fire control, this is observer actual, confirmed, shot out. Okay, so the shot is going to hit here. We definitely need to move our Battlemaster. Evac point is over here. Impact in 2 rounds, so we've got plenty of time. Let's move the Jenner up over... We actually can't get the Jenner in firing position here. We'll move the Jenner up over here.
Affirmative.
I do think bringing the Jenner was a good idea, but I also think we could have done it without the Jenner. Okay. Continuing to hit that CT. He actually left cover there. And sprinted. Right into our Battlemaster. It's an interesting choice, to be sure. I'm going to put the Cyclops, I think, over here. We've got the ER mediums, but we're not in range of them. If we're not in range of the ER mediums, then I think there's no real point in being in the water. So we're just going to start removing some armor from this catapult, and I'm not going to precision strike this. Okay, that's good. Trebuchet is, I'm assuming, going to attack the Griffin. Yep. I'd honestly prefer that it attack the catapult. But this is fine. Now the Battlemaster is definitely in the danger zone here. So we're going to need to move. That is an interesting skyline position. Now we can melee from over here, which is our best bet. That's also the weak side. So I'm pretty sure that this Griffin dies here. Oh yeah, that Griffin is totally dead. And the Battlemaster is no longer in the danger zone.
Mech destroyed.
And they're going to fire on the catapult. That's perfect. -1 evasion.
Commander.
Okay, let's take the Cyclops. Yeah, we have to leave over here. We have to come up over this way. This does mean that we're going to be pretty high on the heat. So we have to avoid firing these 2 mediums. And I'm going to go for this left torso.
Locking on target.
That was really good. Not quite enough to take out the torso, but
I hit something good.
not bad at all. That took out the torso. This catapult is pretty dead.
Warning. Incoming artillery fire.
Yes, I'm well aware. Thank you very much. We're going to be coming in behind the catapult.
Got it.
Precision strike it. Rear torso. And we can't quite kill it, but we can do a lot of damage to it. Ooh, 12 HP in the CT. It's
Inflicted some heavy damage.
it's very dead. It dies right now, actually. The Panther kills it. And there we go. All we need to do is move to the evac point and get visual confirmation.
Awaiting orders.
So, let's get the Cyclops up over here. And we are getting away from here. Mothership, I want you to sprint over this way,
Double time. Let's go.
because we are heading for evac.
How's it going?
Let's head up over this way. Excellent. We should be plenty clear of the blast zone.
It's go
And here it
time.
goes. Kaboom. Fire control, this is Observer Actual. Good effect on target. Target's destroyed. Okay, so now we need to extract before reinforcements arrive for a bonus in 3 rounds.
Orders.
Okay. Well, let's just get over here.
Understood. Moving fast.
We've got plenty of time to get there. These guys are just going to kind of mess around
Standing by.
and take up time. So, I wish them luck with that endeavor.
Hauling ass.
But we are getting out of here.
Yes,
Mothership,
Commander.
get into the evac zone.
Copy that.
There you go. Yep, our allies are just going to be kind of vaguely annoying.
Good to go.
And we should be able to get everyone else in next round. Fantastic. I don't know why we're still technically in combat. My sensors are picking up a hell of a lot of fresh enemy contacts, Olivier. I'd advise your people to clear out while they still can. What about Gwydion Company? Don't worry about us. We've got reinforcements on the way. Now get your people moving. We'll cover your escape. I mean, okay, but we don't need reinforcements.
Copy that. Commander.
Okay. Jenkins, you can get into the evac zone. That's
Copy that.
perfect. Now we just need to get one more unit in there.
Standing by. Understood.
There we go.
Moving fast.
Beautifully done, Commander. That hideous barnacle of a fortress has been cracked in two, and House Steiner has lost its foothold in Merrick space. Our pleasure, Force Commander Singh. Thanks for the assist, Commander Carnby. Hey, no problem. Gwydion Company, I'll work with you anytime.
Mission
So yeah, we did all the work. Not all the work, but most of the work. The real question is, do we get any good salvage out of that? They had a Battlemaster and a Zeus that I'd like to see. Good payout, though. And we took no damage, no injuries. I like to see that. There is a Banshee. Actually, we can grab a full Banshee here. There's only a single Zeus part, but we get a full Banshee out of this. And do we want to put that Banshee into service? Potentially. We'll look at hardpoints and determine what we want to do with it. It could potentially replace the Cyclops if it's got more tonnage to devote to weapons.
That mech is ready to fight.
Slower than the stock design, but can take a punch while pummeling an enemy to the ground. If you're unsatisfied with the stock Banshee's lack of firepower, this is a variant you've been waiting for. Okay, we'll look at that as soon as we're done with this. Commander, we've received a distress call from Commander Carnby of Gwydion Company. They're in trouble down on the planet's surface. There's a Steiner kill team bearing down on their position, and their dropship isn't responding. They're requesting our help, but they didn't mention paying us anything for it. What a strange coincidence. I just got off the line with Graf Alban Stieglitz Bradford, who just happens to be visiting Pilpala. He has an urgent job for us on the other side of the planet. A standard base destruction gig, nothing fancy, but he'll pay us a mint for it. Funny that. Looks like someone wants to get us out of the way. I'm of two minds about this one, Commander. It wouldn't be very neighborly of us to leave the Gwydians to twist, but on some level they'd have to understand. We're all mercenaries, and as a rule, mercs go where the money is. What do you think? Do we go to Gwydian Company's assistance, or do we let House Steiner sideline us for a paycheck? I don't really care that much about money right now. We can make so much money. Easily. So we'll help Gwydian Company. Roger that, Commander. They'll be happy to hear it. And we'll throw our people into the middle of a heavily armed kill team for no compensation at all. Is that what mercenaries do now? It is if the boss says it is, Meyer. This is a company, not a democracy. Yeah, that's right. We're a company. And as a rule, companies exist to turn a profit. Look, I'm not trying to be difficult about this. Honestly, I'm not. But what kind of message will it send if we start tossing our mech warriors into the meat grinder pro bono? That isn't what they signed up for. No, it isn't. But Yang's right, Meyer. This is the commander's decision to make. End of story. We're helping Gwydian Company. Message received, Commander. Thanks for hearing me out. I'll get Carnby on the horn and let her know that we're on the way. I mean, we'll get there eventually. For right now, the reason that we're doing this is, like I said, I'm not concerned about money, but I do want to take a look at this Banshee. Now, this is a 95-tonner. With some decent hardpoints. How much spare tonnage is on this thing? 48 tons with the armor maxed 40 tons. And how much armor is that? 1815. Wow, okay. That is a lot of armor and a lot of spare tonnage. This mech is good. I think we run an AC-20 along with perhaps 2 tons of ammo. And then we've got some decent hardpoints for small lasers. So we'll run those. Now we have 6 hardpoints for laser weapons and 1 hardpoint for missiles. So I think given those options, we go ahead and run an SRM-6. And how much SRM ammo do we want to run? That's 100 rounds. Let's see, that would be, what, like 8 turns of ammunition? That's a similar amount as the AC-20. So we could run 1 ton of SRM ammo, like so. And then we could run... Only we had an LB20X, that would be nice. But we don't. We could run... We've got 19 tons, a pair of large lasers, in theory. Now this is going to be some heat efficiency issues, I get that. And we have 4 tons of medium lasers, in theory. I'm not going to run the ER because of the sheer amount of heat that produces. But we'll run 4 medium lasers, and we'll just see what that heat looks like. So we have 5 tons remaining. We could even remove a little bit of armor, perhaps over here, and... just a small amount over in these areas. I'd like to actually bring this down to 140. Like that. That puts us at what durability level? 1760. Okay, now what do we got for heat here? We've got a heat bank. That might be good. We've got a delta heat of 102 heat. Oh my, okay. We don't have a heat exchanger, which would be ideal for this. I don't suppose there's one in the store. Those are so rare. No. Okay. No double heat sinks available either. So we just gotta make do with what we've got. What is the weight on a heat bank? 1 ton? 6 slots? I think we fill out with heat sinks for now. Something kind of like that. And what's our delta heat looking like? Okay. That's looking better. Now, we're not going to be firing all of these weapons all the time, right? I don't know. Maybe we should drop the large lasers and just run mediums. Like, the heat is going to be so much better. That's 18 heat versus 12 heat. So we'd save 6 heat right there. That's 2 tons worth of heat sinks. And we can get 3 more heat sinks per... or 4 more heat sinks per weapon. So it would look, in that case, something like... that. What's our alpha? 377. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we'd run the heat sinks. So we have 8 heat sinks available. So we'd run 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Maybe 1 extra over here. Actually, I want this over here, because if we lose this torso, that's most of our heat generation, right? So I want to max out this torso to some degree. So that puts us at much better. Much, much better. Okay. I like it. So I think we can go ahead and replace the Cyclops with that. The Cyclops would replace this Orion, which would replace this Orion, which would then get shelved. Like so. Okay, that'll take 10 days. So, Gwitty and Company, we are coming for you. But, it'll be a bit. I'm sure they'll be fine. Sumire catches your attention on the bridge. Commander, I've picked up a distress call from a nearby civilian transport. It's not exactly our job to assist in matters like this, but we may be the nearest ship available. She studies the display. On the other hand, it looks like the ship's engines are in a critical state. They could explode before we get there. Darius says sharply, "One moment. The planetary news feeds have a quarantine alert for several major cities. The alert mentions the periphery pox several times." We'll rescue them. When the Argo arrives on the scene, it becomes clear that you've made the right decision. A handful of void-suited figures spin aimlessly away from a gaping hole in the hull in a last, desperate bid for life. Your tech staff scoop up the survivors just before the transport explodes. Later in the week, however, Darius passes along a message from the planetary government. Apparently they credit us with the explosion. They've expressed their appreciation for helping to enforce the quarantine. He pauses, then adds, "I'll make sure Midbay keeps monitoring for an outbreak. 1 rep with the Free Worlds League." Okay. That's fine.
Job's done, man.
And we are ready to go save Gwitty and Company. However, I believe that will be a job for another episode. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and you can leave in your... Leave in? Oh my. You can leave your... I have completely blanked my outro. This is excellent. I got it. You can leave your offerings for the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, or bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.